everyone, welcome back. It's Mo, aka Swedish Whiskey Girl, and today we are here with the newest Tomatin. This is a UK exclusive. It is a vatting of 2 different casks that have been brought together and then finished in a Fino sherry cask. Fino sherry is of course a type of sherry that you don't see a lot in the whiskey world. It tends to be Oloroso or of course PX. But Fino is a style of sherry that is generally quite dry, and it's made from the Palomino Fino grape. I think it's fascinating to see these kind of different little things, because if you hear sherry cask, you might expect a certain thing, but then you can get a completely different character from a finishing time in perhaps something like this. I am of course gonna kind of sneak peek taste this for you guys, but if you're curious to hear more about it, I'm gonna take part in a live stream with the team at Tomatin. Their master distiller Graham Unson, their brand ambassador Scott, and it's myself, and then it's Chris Coates from the Whiskey Magazine. So I'm sure it'll be brilliant whiskey chat. I know Chris knows a lot of sherry, and it's actually Graham's 30th year, so it's anniversary, which is why we're also going to be trying this. But I'm not going to try this, I'm going to save it for tomorrow. But this is a sample from when Graham started at the distillery in 1990. So yeah, I can't wait to try that one. But for now, we're going to try the Fino sherry cask, which was laid down in casks on the 10th of November in 2006. So it's 13 years old and bottled at 46%. I mean, Tomatin is a distillery I don't have too much of a connection to. I really like their legacy, and I've tried their port finished whiskey, and all I've tried seems to be quite smooth and quite enjoyable and nice. And I'd of course love to hear what your favourite Tomatin is. Please put it in the comments here below. But it's a distillery that's located in Inverness, here in Scotland, so up in the Highlands. And I actually had a friend who used to work there, which is why I feel like maybe just to annoy him, we stayed away from going there, but it might just be that we've not really passed by Inverness yet. But I can't wait to go one day. And they of course also do their kind of peated version, which is Kuboken. So if you're looking for Halloween whiskey perhaps, then check that one out. And also just realised I didn't tell you when the live stream is going to be tomorrow. So it's UK time at 7:30 PM, so 19:30 if you're doing army time like I am. And yeah, just check out their social channels. It's on Tomatin's official social channels, and I think it'll be a great chat. And I know there's a lot of questions that have come in for Graham, so yeah, I just can't wait to hear it. But for now, let's start by having a look on the nose. It's like honey in a basement. It's almost like that kind of wine cellar or dunnage warehouse vibe. There is initially something different to it, and I'm just trying to figure out what it is. Fino sherry as a sherry style isn't my favourite to drink neat. I just don't think I'm that used to it, but it's fairly nutty and quite special. Yeah, but the honey basement, or honey wine cellar perhaps, is the most accurate. It does have a fruitiness, but it's kind of your kind of generic apples, pears, apricots fruitiness perhaps. Yeah, it's like a nutty honey note. I think that's what might be the different thing. Interesting. Well, let's have a little taste. Sláinte Skål. What is that? This whiskey straight away feels like something I'd like to be sipping in front of a bonfire, because it has like a murky element to it. But I don't know if that's because I'm sitting in my living room, it's getting dark outside and I have candles on the table. I mean, it has something, like quite a savoury note that almost makes me think of blue cheese, but not in the same way that I know blue cheese for summer, it's so intense that some people don't like it. It's just this kind of savoury layer that makes me think of like a stone castle and a bonfire and yeah, honey in a wine cellar, but not with a wine, just this kind of cellar vibe. I would definitely say it's very different to what you would expect from a sherry cask, even though you might recognize it. I don't think it's this kind of raisin or dried fruits that you get straight away. It's cleaner in a way. It has like a touch of it, like an almondy note with the honey note, but it's also almost like grapes in the fruitiness. It's very nice. There's just enough alcohol to leave this kind of tingling, which to me feels like the flavors are just clinging onto your tongue because of that tingling sensation, because you kind of feel the slight burn, even though it feels quite smooth. But that slight burn and then the aromas just cling to your palate. So it's that kind of honey, grapes, cellar. It's not earthy, but it's like stone, maybe almost like metallic. Oh, I don't know. It's, yeah, clean, like grapes. Maybe like a white wine in a way. Yeah, it almost reminds me of like a sweet German Riesling, which also feels very kind of clean and crisp. But of course with a higher punch of alcohol and that kind of... I mean, the oakiness is there, but it's leaning back, and it's just this kind of, I don't know, but this whole dram makes me think of like romantic tasting notes. So like there's a romantic oakiness, which might be why it's making me think of like castles, but it's tricky. My brain works in a very specific way, I realize, when I try to explain things that I'm thinking to people, but it's just like sees these images, and I think because I love working with creative content and creating storytelling and imagery, that as soon as I taste something, and I know I'm always constantly looking for tasting notes, I'm always trying to build up my aroma portfolio, you could say, it's just like these images and memories and things for me that sometimes just pop up. And I know it doesn't make any sense and I'm very sorry, but yeah, I don't know how to describe better. What is that? Yeah, I guess it's castle and grapes, that kind of clean crisp, the German Riesling, honey, almonds, and then that kind of blue cheese savoury notes. But it's like you've taken blue cheese and then you've turned down the volume, because I know a lot of people have tried blue cheese, knows how intense it can be. So you just turn it down quite a lot, but it's still underneath. It's like it's the groundwork and then you build on top of it. Yeah, I think I'm quite happy with that tasting note, the blue cheese. Because it has this different note to it, which I absolutely love. This feels very alive and vibrant. The tricky thing is that I want to describe this the best way I possibly can, so people can understand what it's like, and see if there's anything that you think you would like or if you wouldn't like. But then I say things out loud, and I realise I sound like a crazy person. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure someone's brain works the same way as mine does. Surely. quite similar on the nose, but it is to the palate. And just has something different, which I think is that kind of what I get as a blue cheese note. It's going to be so interesting to hear what the guys will say tomorrow. Not tomorrow, tonight, because I'm recording this the day before. So at 7:30 tonight, the 16th of October at 7:30. I hope to see you there. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they say. I wanted to record this before because I didn't want to be influenced by what other people are saying. I just wanted my kind of honest first opinion of it. And then, yeah, it'll be very interesting to hear what they think, and especially to hear from Graham, who's of course created it. So yeah, hope to see you there. And if you like what I'm doing here on YouTube, I'd of course be absolutely over the moon if you consider using my affiliate links the next time you're shopping with either Master Malt, the Whisky Exchange, or the Scotch Malt Whisky Society. All the information is in the section here below, as well as links to my website, my Teespring shop, my Instagram, and my Patreon if you're curious about that. As always, a massive thank you to my wonderful supporters on Patreon. You guys are amazing, and I'm so grateful you want to continue to support me on my whisky journey. But I hope you all had an absolutely wonderful day. Sláinte Skål.